The more that I'm reading, the more I get fed up. I'm working till I'm on a whole nother level. They lurking, I'm humble, but I'll never settle. I'm certain they hate on my name if I let them. My flow is as sharp as stilettos, bars hitting harder than shots at the venom. My demons retarded like they wanna play, but I'm hot like Montana, so pray for the devil. But Upchurch, he dropped like 2 videos. Well, I got a notification for Life Currency and then this, my apology video. And I'm very intrigued to see what he has to apologize for. I think he's trolling Luke. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see what's going on, man. But shout out to everybody in the chat. It's been a while since we went live, and I'm here for it, man. Let's get into it.
You thought this was an apology video. That's cute. Listen, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or be that egotistical asshole, but am I the only country singer out here right now that's getting Billboard charting spots that just says what I want to, that doesn't apologize for everything and try to be something I'm not and have...
First off, I knew he was trolling, all right? I knew he was trolling. But right off the rip, man, I think Church is the only Billboard charting artist right now that just says whatever the hell that he wants and does whatever the hell that he wants. Like, there's no one that comes to mind where I'm like, yeah, they do the same. Like, there's no one. I think Church is just he's built different. You feel me? He's a different type of breed.
Have a bunch of team members type up this shit and be like, oh, you have to say this, please, because we got to make sure they know you're not racist. Am I the only one out here who has these that just goes with my gut and listens to myself instead of 10 other fucking people? For real. So I woke up this morning with a bunch of text with links attached to them where another country singer is saying sorry for a music video that we'd done back in 2015. And within these videos and stuff, in these articles that I've been seeing, there's a few things that don't really sit with me well. So what I'm gonna do is, I am gonna point those things out and we're gonna talk about them. Now, before we get started, I am friends with quite a few country singers, and a lot of them have to stay silent. They can't speak their mind because they're within these little cliques and stuck in these cliques, which is fine. I understand if you want to stay silent, but I don't. Since my name was brought up in topic of discussion when all these things hit the internet, I feel like I can kind of say whatever the hell I want. So here we go. First things first, none of this was problematic until there was a problem. I've been preaching unity since day one, and I'm a guy who has the Confederate flag tattooed on me for life. There didn't have to be a video of another country singer saying the N-word for me to preach unity between blacks and whites. If you notice, in mainstream Nashville, there had to be a spike for them to even talk about unity or quote unquote them fixing themselves. You don't have to fix yourself. You can just be who you naturally are. If you're a good person, people are gonna know you're a good person. If you're a piece of shit human, people are gonna know you're a piece of shit human. It shows throughout the years of you being on the internet every day, day in, day out, your lives, people filming you out in public, whatever the case may be. That's what shows the character of a person. But I've noticed when the shit hits the fan with mainstream Nashville, whether these folks done anything or not, now they're all coming out saying sorry, begging for forgiveness. Please, no, not me. I'm not racist. I swear to God I'm not. Well, if you're not, then people...
Man, it's crazy that he says that because cancel culture it's gotten so far, man. It's like you can't say anything. You can't do anything. People are digging up shit from years and years ago, like tweets and stuff like that. Someone asked me, they were like, are you scared of being canceled, like, in the future, or like if you get bigger or anything like that? Are you scared that what you may have tweeted when you were a young teen comes to light? And me personally, I don't give a shit. Okay, like the whole thought of cancel culture to me is ridiculous. You're gonna cancel someone that worked his ass off for years and years and years to get to a spot where he's at, offer like some dumb thoughts that he probably fucking he was immature about, you know. And I'm speaking for myself. Like, obviously there's some people out there that deserves to be like canceled, in my opinion. There's some people out there that is like, ooh yeah, you should probably simmer the fuck down, you little weirdo. But I'm saying in high sense, you know. It's just crazy, man. It's really crazy, the world that we live in. It's like walking on eggshells, man. It really is. Hey, thank you for the donation. Blessings to you. Nah, I ain't hangover no more.
People will know. But it looks very suspect when one country singer does something that he shouldn't have done, and then all y'all come out saying sorry for absolutely nothing. You didn't do anything. So why are you saying sorry? Which brings me to my next point. Country music, attitude, outlaws, rebels, leaders, legends, lyrics. The legacy in which country music was built on for so many years is deteriorating because your favorite artists, the biggest ones in the game, are scared. They're outlaw country, but they're being told what to say. Man. They're rebels, but their heart has no rebellious side whatsoever.
Man.
They speak about true grit, but then they turn around and they're soft and do what they're told. Now look, I'm not saying, oh, well, you know, country music was built on racism, so we got to keep it. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is these people are starting to look like pushovers and look like little action figures that the record label.
Man, record labels, they use their artists as puppets, man. And it's crazy to me why people sit down and let these people press a button and run their emotions and their thoughts and their actions. Like, that's just crazy to me, which is why I love the independent man, the independent woman, the independent artist. If you're an artist, don't ever sign to a record. Like, don't do it. Just don't do it. You don't want someone telling you how to move, how to walk, how to talk, how to act, how to dress. You don't want that. For me, I couldn't deal with that. I'm too reckless, bro. Like, to the people that see me at Adam Calhoun's concert, I'm way too reckless to be on a label, to have someone tell me what to do. Like, I'm way too reckless. Don't do that, man. And I find freedom. I find freedom in knowing that I can say what I feel and I can do what I want to do and not have to worry about if I'm going to get dropped from something. You know, that's crazy, man. That is crazy.
Label just plays with all day. Oh, they all get read the same pamphlet. Well, you seen what Morgan did, okay, guys? So here's all your pamphlets. Get on the internet and say all this stuff for the camera, and for what? Why don't you just get on your phone? You are a country singer, you are a millionaire, you are whatever you think you are, but you're never too good to grab your cell phone and just get on here and speak from the heart.
Facts.
I mean, the biggest country songs in history were made from speaking from the heart, which is what you should be doing. And I think with the actions that some of these country singers have been taking, you're kind of just shitting on country music. You're not having any country music attributes. You have more CNN attributes than anything. Country music is about connecting with the person that lives in the country and lives that lifestyle. And it seems lately in the news and in the media, they're just trying to rake in everybody. Everybody's not gonna like you. Why are you trying to make everyone like you? When you're trying to make absolutely everybody like you, even people who don't listen to country music, you are losing true country music fans. It's not because you don't carry around the Confederate flag. It's not because you say the South will rise again. It's because you're being a sissy about the shit. Being a music.
I like that. I like how he put that because, as you guys know, I'm not a big country music fan, okay? I listen to certain country songs, you know, but I'm not like, I didn't grow up on country. And this is why I gravitate towards the churchman, because at the end of the day, I know that whatever he speaks, he's being true to himself. And I dig that because I'm the same way. And the people that I listen to, the music that I listen to, I want them to be the same way. You know, I want them to be take no prisoners. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say about me. This is my truth. Speak your truth. Shout out to Art of Kicks. Speak your truth. And that's all he's doing. It's just like he said, you could have simply got on your phone to your millions of followers on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, right? And spoke from the heart. But instead, you decide to go behind a PR, a manager, all these things, and let them speak for you. And people are looking at that and being like, really? Like, really? Really? Like, and that's what people don't understand, man. Be true to yourself, bro. Like, if you're true to yourself, no one can cancel you. No one can say anything about you because you understand you. You understand you. I can go on a whole rant about this, man. It's just like YouTube in the YouTube comments. People say all types of crazy stuff about me. But I know who I am, and I know I'm speaking my truth. So no one can tell me anything. And that's just that, man.
Music City native, born and raised in the 615, Nashville, Tennessee, my whole entire life. Never did I think country music would be the one on its knees begging for forgiveness for something that it didn't even do. Growing up in Music City and being raised in this environment, not once did the Confederate flag to us mean that we hated black people. It meant rebellion. It meant prideful from being from the South. Dude, I've had plenty of black buddies who wore Dixie Outfitter shirts. I know you country folks out there remember the Dixie Outfitter shirts with the big pit bull on the back, with the truck on the front, with the roosters fighting each other on the back. It's a culture, man. So to me, that's exactly what the Confederate flag means. And not only that, it's nostalgic because it was being talked about in some of the biggest country songs when I was in high school. Take, for example, Red Atkins, Kiss My Country Ass. Tearing down a dirt road, rebel flag flying, coon dog in the back. Truck bed loaded down with beer and a cold one in my lap. Earnhardt sticker behind my head and my woman by my side. Tailpipes popping, the radios rocking, country boy can't survive. And if you got a problem with that, you can kiss my country ass. I mean, that's nostalgic, man. That's my childhood. It doesn't mean that I hated black people. My black buddies were in the truck riding around with me while we was jamming the shit. My Confederate flag tattoo is one of the things that I have taken the most heat for over the years. Do I have the money to cover it up? Yeah, but I'm not gonna. My entire arms are covered with the South, dude. My knuckles say Southern, fishing hook, rooster foot. Lord, when I die, I want to live on the outskirts of heaven. Lightning bugs, honeysuckles, browning cymbal, shotgun shell, mallard, a fucking mallard. My dog that died a while back, Yella. I got diamond plate on my arm that says 1991. I got an American flag. I got Tennessee. I mean, I got a gamecock rooster. I'm not telling you sorry for using my environment where I was brought up as a warm blanket to love myself in. You're not going to make me say sorry because I'm not sorry. One of the biggest legends in the game used it as symbolism. Charlie Daniels. Listen, dude, you're not shitting on Charlie Daniels as long as I'm breathing. This is a quote from Charlie Daniels. This is what he had to say one time about the Confederate flag. He said, "The Confederate battle flag was a sign of defiance, a sign of pride, a declaration of geographical area that you were born and proud to be from. That's all it is to me and all it ever has been to me. I can't speak for all, but I know in my heart that most Southerners feel the same way." And you know, I think it's pretty ironic and funny that I'm one of the only ones that's making country music right now that was actually born in Music City, in Nashville, Tennessee. Yet, I'm the one that they try to throw under the bus. I'm the one they shut out of their groups. But I'm over here having traditional country attributes about myself, and I do fucking rap music. That's hilarious, right? I think it is. When did country music get to a point to where the Dixie Chicks had to change their name and take Dixie out, and now they're just the Chicks? What are you gonna do about the song Dixieland Delight? You just gonna call it Land Delight? That sounds pretty.
I always find it funny when people talk about the Confederate flag, especially with black people and within the black community, because like people forget Ludacris, Outkast, are these artists coming out of the South, right? All had Confederate flags. Like go look at fucking Outkast's album cover for what fucking album was that? But on one of their album covers, they're like covered in like fucking Confederate flags. And I find it so funny that people try to bring race into it, like they try to bring race into everything, man. Like, so you're telling me that Outkast can rock the Confederate, flag, right? But Church or anybody else from the South can't? That's not colored? I never understood that. I never understood that thinking. I don't know. Like I said, man, always for me, it's always been whatever, rock it. It's a sign of pride to you, man. It's like me rocking a blue rag, if I'm gangbanging. Like, it's a sign of pride. It's where I'm from. It's showing you who I am. I never understood. I never understood why people bring it into that, man. Everything's not about race.
Pretty fucking dumb. So now, without any further ado, let's get into some of these clips that are being shared right now where they're dragging my name into them.
Luke Combs hopes you'll forgive him for associating himself with a symbol he says he now recognizes is hurtful. Do you see it? Okay, zoom in some and, yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Y'all really think he come out and said this by himself? You don't think his record label daddy told him to do this? No, you have to. You have to. Morgan Wallen just did that thing, so you have to. You think he waited 6 years of not saying nothing, not preaching nothing about unity, but now he does, and you don't think somebody told him to? Okay.
During a conversation at Country Radio Seminar, Combs and Maren Morris talked about accountability and country music's reckoning with racism.
Who is Maren Morris? Who is that?
I was about to say the same thing.
Singer says there's no excuses for images like this, and he wants to apologize for being associated with that. The images in question are actually part of a music video that has over 75 million views on YouTube and 331,000 likes as of mid-February 2021.
Yeah, you see the like to dislike ratio? That's all. Did you see it? You did? Yep. Yeah, that's the like to dislike ratio. Crazy, right?
It may be one Combs wishes he could remove himself from, however, and actually, there are some who say that his record label has tried to do just that.
Yep, that is a true statement. But here's the good thing. See, record labels don't tell me what to do. I tell record labels what to do. That's what I've built for myself in country music.
That was the hardest flex that man could ever say, bro. I tell record labels what to do. They don't tell me what to do. That was the hardest flex. That shit was tough. That was a hard flex, man. Go crazy then, Church.
Supposed to be about new artists who've risen to the top, but after Morgan Wallen was seen saying the N-word on camera, Combs reached out to Morris and CRS and asked to talk about accountability, agreeing to address things from his past, specifically this. I am now aware how painful that image can be to someone else, and no matter what I thought at the time, I would never want to be associated with something that brings so much hurt to someone else. I want people to feel accepted. I want people to feel welcomed by country music and by our community. Hate is not a part of my core values.
Well, I don't have hate in my core values either. And I think everyone who has watched me or come across me over the years, the majority of them know that. Otherwise, my like to dislike ratio would not be what it is. I wouldn't still be growing 6 years later. It's been a steady incline since I started. And you're not going to get those kind of numbers if you have hate in your heart. But here's another thing that irks me that I haven't seen anybody talk about. Why, when I see this kind of stuff and I see what people are saying, why is it like y'all are trying to make it out like black people are weak or something? They're not. You're trying to make it out like we have to baby them and stuff. We don't. Why are y'all talking and treating black people like they're totally different from us? You're treating it like, we gotta do this for the black people. The black people are probably like, yo, what the fuck? Why? Don't throw us in here. We're not fucking weak. We're not sitting here asking y'all to do this.
You know, when I went to Adam's house, man, we made a TikTok, and in the TikTok, I basically told the dude, you know, stop speaking for the black community. Stop speaking for minorities. And I feel like a lot of the times people come in and they try to tell us how to feel. Oh, you should feel a certain type of way about this. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't. I feel how I feel. But no, because like, you know, this is bad, so you should feel this way. You should be more upset, so I'm gonna be upset for you. No, I feel this way. Like I'm good. Like I'm sorry. And I feel like nowadays, more so than ever, there's a lot of people speaking up for the black community that has never stepped foot in a fucking project or a ghetto or never went to like a cookout or and shit. Like, stop speaking on stuff and how people should feel if you can't relate. You know, if you can't put your shoes, if you can't fit your feet in my shoes, bro, and you never took the time to try to put your feet into my shoes, stop trying to speak for how I should feel and how I should look at things. So I understand what church is saying with that. With, you know, it feels like they're trying to baby us. Like everybody's trying to soften the blow. Stop. Like it.
This and come out and give these apologies. Why the fuck you think we're so weak as black people? That's how I take it. And the media is doing this to y'all, and y'all are falling for it. It's funny. What the fuck? What do you? How am I supposed to look at it? Look at the stuff y'all say. It's pretty much like you're like, oh, look, there's a black guy. Everyone tiptoe around the black guy. Hi, black guy. You're so great, black guy. Oh, I'm so sorry about this piece of cloth, black guy. I just want to let you know that I really love black people. Dude, if you ask me, I think black people that are watching this shit probably think y'all are crazy. Like, why they think we give a fuck that much? To be honest. And you want to know one fact that I think's hilarious about this whole thing? He come out and said sorry for the Outlaw music video and yada, yada, yada. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a better person. I swear I'll never catch rebellionitis ever again. I'm so sick. Did you know that the film crew for that music video was all black people? Some gangster ass black people that I was friends with. They were the people who shot the video. Crazy. Well, that's all I got to say about this. I can promise you I'll never say sorry for something that I don't have to say sorry for. I don't have to say sorry for symbolism I grew up around. I didn't do nothing to anybody. I don't have to make an apology video. I'll never say anything to the point to where I do have to make an apology video, because that's not who I am as a person. So if I'm the last one left out here saying what needs to be said and standing up for myself and speaking from my heart, then I'll be the last motherfucker left. It don't bother me none. See y'all later, baby. Keep it country.
I love it. I love it, man. Shout out to Church for always being himself and never letting fame and the media change him, man, because he should not be changed. He's definitely not going to be walked over. He's not that type of person, man. I love you, Church. Keep being yourself, man, for real.